Hello class, today I am going to teach class 4 chapter 4. The name of the chapter is The Right Clothes to Wear. Every children like to wear clothes, different clothes for different occasion. Now this clothes is our need of life. Three things is very compulsory for our life. First thing, food, clothes and houses. So one of the need of our life is clothes. So this chapter related to clothes only. So we are going to read about clothes, what we wear, different occasion, different clothes. Now see. Long ago, when humans lived in caves, they used animal skin, leaves and the bark of trees to cover themselves. Early man, when men came on this earth, what they used to wear? They used to wear animal skin, leaves and the bark. Bark of trees meaning the skin of trees, the upper layer of trees called bark. So the bark of trees they used to wear to cover their bodies. Now the thing, why they cover their bodies? To protect their bodies from dust, water and insect. So that we have to wear the clothes to protect our body. Gradually, they learned the art of weaving and stitching clothes. These days, we wear different types of clothes. Day by day, their nervous system developed. They try to wear different things. So, slowly, they learn to weaving and stitching. After learning weaving and stitching, they started to wear different clothes for different occasion. We need clothes all the time. We need to wear the clothes all the time. Now, clothes for home, clothes for school, clothes for play, clothes for party and clothes for sleeping. And clothes are as important to us as a house. Just in the beginning of this chapter only I said these are the need of our life. So here given in your book, clothes are as important to us as a house. How much house is compulsory for our life? Same way, clothes are also necessity of our life. Why do we need clothes? Now the questions comes in your mind that also given in your book. Why do we need clothes? Just I said in beginning of this chapter I said clothes, we need clothes to protect our body. Now good clothes make us look smart. So every time you try to wear very fancy dress, good looking dress so that you look smart. But different times we have to wear different dresses. Like suppose you are going to sleep, can you feel comfortable in a fancy dress to sleep with a fancy dress? No, you will not feel comfortable while you are sleeping. So different time is fixed for the different clothes. Now why do we need clothes? We need clothes because as given in your book, they protect our body from dust, heat, cold, rain and insect bite. I said already that clothes protect our body from dust, heat, cold, rain and insect bites. If we wear the same dresses for many hours, what happens? No, of course you don't like to wear same dresses every time. You like to wear different dresses for different time. It becomes dirty. So if you wear only one cloth, very soon it becomes dirty. Dust settles on it. Dust settles on your clothes and it becomes dirty. If we do not wear clothes, the dirt would stick to our body. Clothes protect us from the dust. Suppose if you do not wear clothes in summer season, then what will happen? Your body become dirty. How it become? Because instead of clothes, that dust will stuck into our body and our body become dirty. So in summer season also we have to wear clothes, the clothes which is comfortable for our skin. In hot season, like cotton clothes. Now people who work in the sun for long time become tan. The covered part of our body is usually fairer than the uncovered parts. Suppose you have you are wearing the shirt and you have the full sleeve shirts. So a boy wearing half sleeve shirt and a boy wearing full sleeve shirts, you will see that if you wear full sleeve, your body is very fairer, shiny. Your skin will shining. If you wear the half sleeve shirt outside in sun, half part you will see fairer and half part looking darker. This is called tan. So this is showing that how clothes protect our skin. During winter, we like to wear thick and warm clothes. They protect us from the cold. Of course, in winter, everyone like to wear more and more clothes, and there we find out which clothes keeps our body warmer. When we go out in the rain, we wear raincoats. They are made of waterproof materials. A raincoat protects us from the rain. So during rainy season, we wear raincoats because raincoats is made up of that material which is waterproof. Waterproof meaning that will not allow water to go inside the clothes and touch our body. That is called waterproof. Now, if we wear long sleeved clothes at night, we can protect ourselves from the mosquito bites. Clothes therefore protect us from insect bites too. So, it is much better if you are wearing full sleeves clothes during night. Why? Because long sleeves clothes, mosquito cannot bite us if we wear the full sleeves clothes. Now the question is that we wear different clothes for different time. Sometimes this question comes in your mind that what material this clothes is made up of. If you touch the different clothes, you will feel differences, but you don't know the name of that material, why these clothes are different. You touch the summer clothes, they are different. Winter clothes, they are different to touch. So what the material they are made up of, that we are going to read in our next topic. Now, materials of clothes. Clothes can be made from natural, synthetic materials. There are two types of material: man-made material and natural materials. Man-made means which is made by man. Natural, which is present in nature. Now, the first thing, natural fiber. Already I said that natural meaning the things which is present in nature, that is called natural things. Fiber. Natural fiber. The question comes in your mind, what is fiber? Just look at your clothes. You can see, take the clothes in front of light. There you can see the small threads. That is called fibers. Then that fiber is made up of natural and man-made. Now see, natural fibers are made from parts of plants or animals. We get the fibers like cotton, jute, linen from plants. We get fibers like wool, silk, fur from animals. So in natural fibers, there are two types: plants fibers and animal fibers. The fibers come from plants called plants fibers. The fibers which is come from animals, that is called animals fibers. So example of plants fibers are cotton, jute are the example of plant fibers. Now the animals fiber, wool, silk and fur. What is synthetic fiber? Synthetic fiber is also called man-made fiber. Synthetic fibers like nylon, rayon and polyester are not found in nature. They are prepared artificially and are called man-made fiber. These fabrics are stretchable, waterproof, wrinkle-free. They dry very quickly. Synthetic fiber are non-porous. Now, so many word has come here like stretchable. Stretchable meanings which you can stretch, which you can make smaller to longer. That is called stretchable. Waterproof. Already I said the which cannot allow water. That is called waterproof. Wrinkle free. Wrinkle free means if you crush, take the cloth and crush it, the lining comes, that is called wrinkle. Here it is given, if you crush the cotton clothes, you can see the lining on clothes, that is called wrinkles. If you crush the synthetic clothes, you cannot see the lining on the clothes, so that is called wrinkle free. Now the synthetic fiber are non-porous. Now the word come non-porous. Porous meaning very small holes present, that is called porous. Here is non-porous. The negative meaning is non-porous. Opposite meaning is that non-porous. Means that small pores are not present in synthetic fiber. But small pores, small hole present in cotton clothes, that is natural clothes. In natural clothes, that's why we wear cotton clothes in summer season, because a small pores present there which allow the wind to passes into that small pores and makes our skin cold. But in synthetic fiber, that is non-porous, small pores, small hole is not present, so this cannot allow air to go inside the body, so that is called non-porous. Now the next topic is the clothes we wear. Now we are going to study that which clothes we wear for different purpose. In hot weather, we wear clothes made up of cotton. Already I said that cotton clothes is good for summer, good for hot reason. Why? Because there's so many reasons. One of the reason that is pores present in that clothes. Cotton clothes allow the body heat to escape. Allow the body heat to escape. Meaning is what? Cotton clothes, whatever the temperature, whatever the heat of our body, these clothes allow the heat of the body goes out into the environment. Means why? Because there is small pores present. So these small pores allow the heat of the body to go out. Cotton clothes absorb sweat. In summer season, our body sweat enough. So this sweat, that type of water which comes from our skin, that cotton clothes absorb that sweat from our body and we feel dry and comfortable. White and light color clothes suit the hot weather. In summer season, we must wear white and light color clothes because they reflect. Now what is the reason why we should wear light and white color clothes only in summer season? Because they reflect the heat and keep the body cool, because they allow the heat of our body out into the environment, and suppose sunlight is coming, so sunlight reflect, go back, it cannot touch the skin. Suppose in cotton clothes you are going out in sun, then light of the sun rays comes. If there is cotton clothes, then that light go back, that is called reflect. So this deflect the heat and keep the body cool. In cold weather, we wear woolen clothes. Woolen clothes keep our body warm. People living in different regions wear the different types of clothes depending on the climate and tradition of the region. If you will go all over the just talk about our country, you will see that different state having the different clothes. They wear the different clothes. What is the reason? These are the fashion? No, of course not. They are not wearing different clothes because of fashion, because of climate. In our country, different state having the different climate. So because of climate, there are different dresses. Now, the dress of person living in Srinagar will be different from that of the person living in Chennai. Now here the two state name is given, Srinagar and Chennai. Just go through the climate of these two states. If you will go through the climate, you come to know that Srinagar is cold climate and Chennai having hot climate. That's why these people wear the different dresses. Their dresses are different as compared Srinagar and Chennai. People living in different countries wear different types of clothes. Now, earlier we were talking about states. Now in this land we are talking about countries. Countries by country, climate is also differ. So different country having their different dress style. The kind of clothes they wear depend on the type of weather in the region where they live. Now, climate and weather. Sometimes you will see that climate word is come. Somewhere you will see that weather word is come. What is the difference between weather and climate? Climate is fixed in one place. But weather means changing day by day. That is called weather. So suppose where you are living, suppose today is climate, cold climate, weather change, then weather become cold, you will go to wear the warm clothes. Tomorrow it's sunny day, weather become hot, then we will wear the cotton clothes which we feel comfortable. Now some of these clothes have become national dresses. Some national dresses of an Indian woman is sari, and that of Japanese woman is kimono. Now, different country considered for identify because of dresses also. On the basis of dress, we can identify the different countries. Like as you know, sari is famous in India, so Indian women wear the sari. As given in your book, in Japan, Japanese women wearing kimono. Now, people wearing special clothes for a specific work. Doctor, nurse wear white coats. According to profession, you will see that different profession having the different clothes, because that become the identification. Okay, if you will see if you are looking for police, a police wearing their own uniform, because of uniform you can identify that okay, this man into the police, identify the profession that he is in profession of police department. So these are also for identifying the different profession. People working in factories wear overalls. A soldier wear a uniform made from tough material so that it does not tear easily. So as you know, soldier work is very tough, very rough places they have to go, very hard work they have to do. That's why their uniform made up of very tough material so that it cannot tear very easily. You wear a uniform to school so that you can recognized as a student of your school. Just I said the word identify, identification. So these also giving the identification of the different places. Like you are a student, belongs to that particular school, and particular school having this uniform. So only by looking your uniform, a person can identify, a person can recognize that you are studied in this school. Now, socks and shoes. Why socks and shoes are compulsory? Because socks and shoes protect our feet. Now, we wear socks and shoes to protect our feet from dust, heat, cold, germs and worms. Walking barefoot. Barefoot meaning without shoes and slipper. That is called barefoot. May get into the cut and cause an infection. Do not wear wet or dirty socks or tight shoes. If I am telling you to wear the socks and shoes which is good for our feet, protect our feet from dust, heat, cold and germs, doesn't mean that you wear the dirty clothes and dirty shoes, because it is more infected as compared to barefoot. So whenever you are going to wear socks and shoes, be careful that your socks and shoes must be neat and clean. Now our next topic is that care of clothes. Just I taught you about the different clothes, about socks, shoes, these all things. Now the question is coming that how you can keep your clothes in a proper way. How you can care your clothes in a proper way. We must always wear clean clothes to stay healthy. Just in the beginning of the chapter, you studied that clothes protect our body from dust. If we will not wear clothes, then dust directly come and stuck into our body. Now, so we always wear clean clothes to stay healthy. After washing, the water should be properly squeezed out of clothes to help them dry faster. After washing the clothes, we must take out all water, dirty water from the clothes, so that your clothes dry very soon. Clothes should be ironed to look neat. Just you are wearing your school uniform. If your school uniform is not pressed, not ironed, your teacher scolded you, telling you just you must iron your uniform. Why this is compulsory? Why this reason? Because after iron your clothes look neat and clean. Silk and woolen clothes should be washed in gentle soap. Gentle soap meaning what? Which is very soft and which cannot hurt your silk and woolen clothes. Silk and woolen clothes are very delicate. That's why we must wash it properly, softly and gentle soap. They can be sent for dry cleaning too. We can send your woolen and silk clothes for dry cleaning. Now, a tear in the dresses should be mended in time. Here, tearing, if tear take place in your dresses, be mended. Means you can give it to tailor for stitching. Remember, a stitch in the time saves 9. Now, there is the word a stitch in time saves 9. Means what? Stitching is good for clothes. Patient clothes must always be disinfected with a antiseptic solution. Just you know that as the time in these days going, this time corona time, you can say every time we have to wash our hand with hand wash, sanitizer we have to use. So this word has come, disinfected. Means if you are coming from outside, if any corona patient is there, their clothes must be disinfected, means washed with antiseptic like Dettol. The clothes must be washed in Dettol water, so it becomes disinfected. Now, storing of clothes. After washing the clothes, where we have to keep the clothes, that is called storing of clothes. Clothes need good care, especially silk, woolen clothes, because certain insects feed on silk and woolen. Woolen and silk clothes, as I said, very delicate it is. Very soon it is disinfected. That's why we should keep these clothes in very carefully, because certain insect is there which can destroy your clothes. Therefore, once the season is over, these clothes must be kept out in the sun for a few hours or dry cleaned. They should then be stored properly. After putting your clothes into the sun, and then you can store for long time. Keep mothballs or dried neem leaves between the folds of the woolen clothes. While you are keeping the woolen or silk clothes, just in the fold of that clothes we can keep mothballs or dry neem leaves also, which can protect our woolen and silk clothes from the insect. These keep insect away. Proper care of clothes make them last longer. Clean clothes make us look smart and feel comfortable. As you know, if you are wearing neat and clean clothes, you look smart and you will feel comfortable. Dirty clothes can cause skin diseases. If in summer season, one dresses you are wearing regularly, very soon you will see that rashes come on our skin. Why? That clothes become dirty, and that's why rashes come on our body. So we must take care about our clothes, how we have to wash it, how we have to clean it, and how we can store it properly. Thank you, class.